Let's give this a go, guys. Let's give it a go. I don't know what I'm gonna eat today. I feel like going to shower. It's too close if you get in and out of cars. Good morning. Hey, Rhonda. How's it going, sister? Just got out of the gym. Gotta go to work. We gotta be to work at 9, so I'm gonna just record until I clock in because I have to go to the bank today at work, and um, I get off at 5. So I like me a good old 9 to 5, honey. A good old 9 to 5 makes me very happy. So there's this girl at my job that she's like a temp. She's like a temp worker. She goes to college and she comes and works when to fill in. But she is also friends with my supervisor, and I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair that managers are able to bring their friends on board because people like me feel some kind of way about it. I feel some kind of way. I feel favoritism is in here. Favoritism. Ooh, excuse me. I didn't get any coffee this morning, y'all. I'm gonna get coffee when I get to work. I'm gonna make me some coffee when I get there. But this girl is coming back to my job to work, and she's like best buddies with my supervisor. Like they were friends before they started working at this place. And I don't think it's right because I think she favors this girl, like on the schedules and everything like that. So I don't like that. I think it's favoritism, and it's not fair. It's not fair. It smells like snow coming, y'all. It feels like snow. It feels like snow. Hi, Rhonda. I'm okay. Yeah, I'm good. I just didn't do a live stream because, like, where I'm at with the shelter, I don't do live streams in the morning like that anymore because where I'm at is really back in the woods. So I can't really get a good live stream in. So I don't even waste my time anymore. I'm just going to probably do like a video and just talk about, what I talk about in the live streams, like how my night was or how my afternoon, how my evening was. But I'm good. I don't let nobody run me off this platform. No one's running me away. And I did a live stream yesterday when I left work. I went to my sister's house, chatted with her a bit. Um, just did some things with my sister over there. I stayed over her house for maybe like 2 hours, just chopped it up, talked, whatever. Um, yeah, I was fine. I'm like, let no trolls run me out of nowhere, honey. I got people flooding my inbox and all types of messages people are leaving me under my videos about the shelter and about how they feel about how I'm talking about the girls that are in the shelter with me, and they feel like I shouldn't be saying anything about these women. Like I should be saying everything about these women. Because I'm sure if that were me, they'd be saying things about me as well. And I'm not saying anything, like I'm not taking pictures of nothing. I'm not taking pictures of the room. I'm not doing anything like that, but I'm just simply talking about it. So people are in their feelings about me thinking that I'm better than them. I never said anything that I was better or on top of anything. I just wish that they could keep that room a little bit more tidy. And when your baby gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning and she's crying, maybe give her a bottle. Don't try to force the baby to go back to sleep. Give the baby a bottle. Don't scare the baby into submission and say, "You going back to sleep." Don't do that. Just give your baby what she wants. The baby needs a bottle. Put a bottle beside your bed. So when the baby wakes up at 5 in the morning screaming and crying, and I don't even have a problem with the baby screaming and crying because that's what babies do. They scream and cry for food, and they scream and cry for, love and attention, affection, whatever. And the girls don't even want to get out of the bed to feed the babies the milk. They're mad that the baby is crying because they're asleep. That's what I see every morning. I see the same thing with both of the girls. So I'm just like, well, why don't y'all put the bottles by the bed? And when the baby gets up, you got the bottle, grab the bottle or get a bottle warmer, put a bottle warmer by your bed. That's what I did when my kids were young. Put a bottle warmer. I breastfed my children. So breastfeeding is much easier than going to go find a bottle. But to each his own. You do what you want to do. But me, I breastfed my babies, honey. And yeah, I didn't want to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 something in the morning to feed the baby either. But, you know, when you're a mom, when you're a mother, that comes with the territory of parenting. You know what I mean? That's what parenting is. You got to feed these babies, especially when they're newborns. It's hard when they're that age. It's tough, you know, because they're going to get up and they're going to want their milk. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. The baby's a human, too. The human wants to eat. The human wants to eat. So people are dragging me for filth, honey. But that's okay because I'm up for the fight. I'm up for the fight. I'm not backing out. I'm not going anywhere. God is in control. Amen. Thank you. Good morning, Judith. How are you? I can't stand oversensitive people. Yeah, I got a lot of oversensitive people on my on my YouTube channel. And I'm not bashing these women. I'm not. I'm just simply pointing out things that they're doing. Some person was like, well, maybe you should help instead of talking about them. Well, some people don't want strangers helping with their children. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't. I'm a stranger. No matter how quiet or cool I am, in their eyes, I'm still a stranger. So you can't invite anybody into helping you. Because if you help somebody with their child, they're going to think, what are you trying to get close to me and my kid? Like, what's going on? So people are defensive. You know, you don't want to be like that with somebody's kid. I mind my business. When I come in, if the kids are up, I say, hey, hi to the kids and stuff like that. And I mind my business because you don't never know what people are thinking in their head. They could be thinking I'm a perv. Like, I don't know. Because women can be perverts too when it comes to children. It's not just a man thing. When it's a predator could be a woman as well. That's what we have to remember. A predator, you're right. I'm not a woman. I'm actually a man. I actually had a sex change. Did you guys want to know that journey? Because I can tell you about it. But looks and sounds like a woman. Girl, I ain't worried about these people. They call me a man all the time, child. She's a predator. I am a predator. You better call the shelter and let them know that I'm a predator and get those kids away from me. But yeah, women are predators too. Yeah, it's my channel. And I told the person that was on there um, talking about me. I said, well, listen, sis. I mean, you got so much to say. Spread some of your know-how and stuff. In open up your own video. Do your own video because it takes a lot to do social media. You have to be a strong person to be on here to do social media because people gonna call you ugly. They gonna call you black. They gonna call you the N-word. They call me man. They say I'm a man all the time. They call me a man every day. I don't care. They call me ugly. They say I look like Whoopi Goldberg. Do you think I give a damn about what people think and say about me? Because I know I'm beautiful. I know I'm fabulous. You can't mess with somebody that already got self-esteem. I don't have low self-esteem issues, sweetie. So please don't come here with the bull. I don't suffer from low self-esteem. Go mess with someone that has low self-esteem. And that's really sad. The people that do have low self-esteem, they're battling with something. They're battling with things. I have low self-esteem with maybe other places in my life, yeah. But I'm very confident in the way I look and the way I present myself because girl, I know when I clean up well, I look good, okay? I know when I clean up well, I look good, all right? So don't play with me. Don't mess with her. Don't play with me, y'all. Troll every line. Yeah, it's okay. That's okay. I don't mind the trolls. I actually like the trolls because they help me. They help me get my reach out there. They help people find my channel. So I love the trolls. I let them stay. I let them stay. Let them have fun. Let them have at it. I'm never offended. Let the trolls a rip. Let them rip, baby. Let them rip, baby. Because I'm not going to be here every day. Not let nobody run me away. Some days I will take probably a break, like take a day off here and there from doing my live videos and just focus on the content stuff. But for the most part, girl, I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to be here and I'm going to be square. And that's what people don't like. And these trolls, do you ever see a troll channel making their own videos? No, because they hide behind. They're probably, they don't even like themselves. They don't even like themselves. That's okay. I don't mind the trolls. The trolls help my channel thrive. So let them say what they want to say in the comments, girl. I'm getting myself ready for work to go clock in to go get me some money. You know the trolls always say too, like, oh, go get a job. I tell you the stuff that they say. They say, did you go sign up for your food stamps yet? I said, no, I'm actually going to go sign up for food stamps on Monday. I don't get food stamps, but I can get food stamps. So I'm gonna go sign up for me some food stamps. You know, the trolls are trolling. So I'm gonna go get me some more stamps, honey. Why shouldn't I? I don't have a job. You're right. I don't have a job. You nailed it. You put the nail on the head. You put the nail in the coffin. I don't have a job. I'm just out here being a super bum. I'm just out here being a super bum. You are right. You are right. You're right. I don't have a job, Devon. However you spell your sorry name. You are right. I don't have a job. What am I doing up this early? I really, you know, if I really didn't have a job and I was a bum, right? I think I'd be sitting somewhere laying up in a bed, relaxing, right? Chilling, not getting out here being a productive member of society. Like, come on, get your life. Get your life together, you miserable troll. Only miserable people come on here and troll other people that they don't even know. They only do you have a channel, Miss whoever your name is, you troll? I'm just gonna call you what you are. Do you have a channel? I don't think you do. Girl, I know you are because you're the one that don't have a job. You're miserable. I don't got time to be sitting here arguing with 2-year-olds. You're done. You're done. But yeah, I'm getting myself ready for work, y'all. I had a good morning. I'm gonna get some coffee. I'm gonna make some coffee at work. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make the coffee when I get in there because I said, what did I do with my I hope I got my card again. My work card again. I do have one on. But I had a good night. Went back last night to the shelter. I got back there last night about 9:30. And I went back in. I think the girls were like doing something. They were doing chores or something. I don't even remember the girls coming back in the room. I was half asleep. I don't know what was going on. But every time that door opened in the shelter, I would always, like when my room door would open, I would always look up to see who was coming in. Like, what's going on here? You got to always be alert of your surroundings. Always be aware of what is going on around you. Always. Because you don't never know, you know? You don't never know. You got to keep your head on the swivel. You know what I mean? Keep your head on the swivel all the time. All the time. Keep your head on the swivel. And I keep saying I gotta clean out my car. Every time I turn around, I got a whole bunch of trash everywhere. This car is just a mess, honey. And I don't be having time to really be cleaning it the way I want to. I'm gonna really try to work on getting this cleaned up, like vacuumed out. But how's everybody's morning going? If anybody is new here, can you guys just say good morning? Hey, if you really need a place to stay, you can stay with me in New York City. I can't leave New Jersey right now because I have a job here and I have to stay here. You know what I mean? I got responsibilities here. I can't just, up and leave. That sounds nice and I appreciate it. I do get a lot of people that say, you can come stay with me. But it's not anybody that's local, close to me or anything like that. So I appreciate it. I appreciate the offer. People offer me shelter all the time. But most of the time, it's always someone that's far away. You know what I mean? I do have a job here. And I need to keep my job. And that's it. I am okay. I'm going to make it out of this. Y'all going to see. I'm doing pretty good. Even though I do talk about the shelter and all that. And people say, well, if you're going to talk about the shelter, why don't you just leave? Like, no, I'm not leaving until I have a place to live. Like, who's leaving a shelter when they don't have anywhere to go? So people try to be funny. But I'm not sad. I'm not sad. The fact I'm in the shelter is just a part of my life right now. I'm in the shelter. And one day I won't be in the shelter. You know what I mean? One day I will not be there. And I'm actually doing pretty damn good. I'm doing pretty good with the situation I'm in. I'm doing pretty damn good with my life. I ain't letting no trolls. I'm not a weak person, so whatever people say, they call me ugly every day. I mean, I don't care. I don't care. But I appreciate the offer. But even if I had an offer, I wouldn't really go live with someone that I don't know. I mean, I guess that's like a roommate situation, right? I had a lot of people, like even people on my TikTok channel, they kind of knew what was going on in my life. And I had some older women offer, you can come stay with me. And I guess it would be like kind of a roommate situation. Because then I'm like, I can't stay with someone I don't know. But then it's like, it's kind of the same situation as a roommate. Like you go to a roommate situation, you don't know that roommate. So then I thought about it in that way, and I was like, it's kind of the same. It's kind of the same as having a roommate. So let me not bash that situation or throw that situation in the trash can. But I'm okay, y'all. I'm going to be okay. Things are going to work out. I know it seems like all I do is complain, but I'm not really complaining. I'm just talking about things that's going on in the shelter that I do not like. And that's what my channel is about. My channel is about homelessness. I talk about my journey, talk about what I'm going through, and talk about what, I do talk about what I'm going to do to get out of it, but I don't share all my business. I'm not sharing every minute of this journey with y'all as far as like, what am I doing? Because some things are personal, you know what I mean? I do have a personal life, so no, I do not share every move I make with the internet. I don't. I might be doing something that y'all don't know anything about, and I might not share it with y'all until I'm there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't share every little detail of my life. And oh, I'm trying to sign up and get a mortgage. I'm not telling everything because I don't need to. Some things y'all gonna know when it happens. You know what I'm saying? I don't share every little thing because sometimes what if something don't fall through and I say I'm doing this and it doesn't fall through? So I'm not an idiot now. I'm not sharing everything in my life because I don't need to. People ask me questions, and if I ever ignore the question, that means it's none of your business. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, certain things I'm not going to answer. So whatever narrative you want to run with or think this or this about me, I don't care. I don't be in nobody's pocket asking nobody for anything. People are nice enough to send me stuff and offer me things, and it's very much appreciated. But I have a journey to go on, and somebody was like, well, where are you at in your journey? I don't have to tell anybody where I'm at in my journey of housing. I don't have to say that. And one day I'm going to show y'all. Y'all going to see. Y'all going to be like, oh, damn, you ain't tell us. Some things I don't need to tell. Some things I don't even need to talk about. I'm just making it happen. You know what I mean? So whatever people think and all that, I mean, that's your thought. You have your own mindset. So, but when you come here and you attack me, like I've been getting attacked the last couple of days by trolls, I'm cool. I'm a tough chick. I'm a toughie. I'm a tough girl. I'm not letting nobody put me in a corner, honey. No one. We all make mistakes. We all do things in life that we probably are not so proud of, but what are you doing to get through it? What are you doing to get through the pain? And I'm doing a lot, damn it. I just came from the gym, and I'm like, I didn't even want to go to the gym this morning, but I went. I pushed through, and my body is tea, honey. My body is tea. But God bless you, sister. Your win. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Barco. I hope that you subscribe to the channel. Good morning. I talk about my homeless journey here. I am a homeless woman, and I live in a homeless shelter inside the USA. And sometimes I'm even going to stop saying my state because some people are crazy. People be asking me questions, and they be trying to figure out like where I'm at, what kind of work I do, trying to figure out where I work at and all that stuff. Like I would never share. I would never share because I'm not silly like that. You know what I mean? You got to protect yourself on social media because people will what do they call it? Doxing? They will dox you and find out your name. They'll find out your address. You know what I mean? That's what they try to find out first. They firstly try to find your name. So yeah, I keep my personal business to myself, honey. Certain things I will share, but over here, I just pretty much talk about my homeless journey. I'm a homeless woman. I do work a full-time job, and I'm actually still looking for another like part-time job to add to it so that I can move out of the shelter and get back on my own, get back into my life. So that's what my goal is, and that's what I'm working towards. And that's the end of the story. This is just a journey that I'm going on. If you guys want to know anything deeper about my journey and how long I've been on this journey, I've been on this journey now. In January will be 2 years. I've been homeless. I stayed with family. I stayed with a friend. It didn't work out. I had to leave. And now I'm here. I'm out here on my own. And I'm by myself and it's fine and I'm getting through it every day. But some days I'm not so strong. Some days I'm not so strong and powerful. You know what I mean? But today I feel strong and powerful. I don't always feel upbeat every single day. But I'm always positive. I can definitely say that. I always have a good, head on my shoulders and say that I'm not going to be like this forever. You know what I mean? Whatever we go through out here, it's not going to last forever. Nothing lasts forever. Nothing stays the same. Nothing lasts forever. Nothing stays the same. So if you think like that, you are winning already. Nothing lasts forever. Nothing stays the same. Everything always changes, man. So we know we're not going to be like this forever. We look at people. I look at people. I see them in their houses, in their apartments. And I be like, yo, y'all so lucky, man. Y'all are so lucky. You're so lucky if you have housing. You're so lucky. Because a lot of people out here don't, including myself. But it's other homeless people that actually live on the street. Like, they sleep on sidewalks and stuff every night. And my heart breaks for those people, man. It really, my heart really does break for people that's not even in any kind of shelter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I talk about the shelter and I don't like it and this and that, but there's nothing I can do about it. So this is the best place for me to be right now, because this is the only option that I have. You know what I mean? And I take it all in stride. I mean, it is what it is. And people get mad because they're like, oh, you're talking about the girls at the shelter. You're no different than them. I said, I don't have any kids with me at the shelter. And yeah, I could talk about whoever I want to talk about. I could talk about whoever I want to talk about. I could tell a story about whatever I want to talk about. If there's something going on that I don't like or appreciate, I'm going to speak on it, honey. And the trolls are super mad. They're super mad because they feel like I shouldn't be on here talking about my experience in the homeless shelter. I should just shut my mouth, keep it shut, don't say a word, just be quiet. I'm not going to be quiet. I have to talk about it. I have to put it out there, y'all. I have to tell y'all what's going on in my life, What's going on. I don't tell everything. I don't share all my tea. But I share a portion of my tea. And the portion of my tea that I share every day is homelessness. Homelessness in America is a real thing, man. You got people living in their cars. Even in the wintertime, people are living in their cars. When it gets too cold, you could freeze to death. You could really freeze. You can get really sick. So I stayed away from the car thing. I did stay in my car in the summertime. I stayed in my car in the summer. I think it was August. Late July, early August, I stayed in my car for 33 days. And it was fine. The only thing it was hot. I can say that. It was hot in the car. I had to keep I would turn on my air conditioner every now and again, but not the whole night. But the car situation in the summertime wasn't half bad. I could see myself staying in my car in the summer. It wasn't half bad. I tell you, it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad experience. But in the wintertime, honey, I stayed in my car 3 nights, like 2 weeks ago or whatever. And it was crazy because it was cold, 3 o'clock in the morning, you waking up in your car like you putting God. I don't know what that meant. The I1DD, what does that mean? Thank you for the like, though. I appreciate it. Hi, Regina. How are you? Are you new here? I know I seen you had some comments for me under some of my videos. Welcome to the channel. I don't think I've seen you before. How are you? But I forgot what I was saying. So I did stay in my car in the summertime for 33 days. I counted down. And I stayed inside like apartment complexes, local apartment complexes in my town or whatever. It was close to my job, so I didn't have to spend a lot of money on gas. But after a while, I got tired of staying in my car. After a while, I got sick of that. After a while, I get sick of it. I am sick of this lifestyle right now, but I don't have any choice but to keep on living this lifestyle because I don't have anywhere else to go. So I got to keep on doing what I got to keep on doing. I can't stop. I'm not giving up on life. Some people give up. I'm not giving up. How are you? Oops, like you putting God first is so crucial. Yes, I definitely put God first. I'm definitely a believer in Christ. So, for sure. I'm a believer in, I definitely put God first. Every day I wake up and I praise and I thank God for waking me up this morning and keeping me safe, because I always pray that God will keep me safe out here in these streets, because I'm out here on my own. I'm a woman and I'm by myself out here. I have family, but my family, they don't help with anything, and that's okay. They don't have to. I'm well past that stage, but I do talk about like my family and how I feel about them, and not being very supportive in my journey of being homeless. And but I came to the conclusion that my family don't have to do, they don't have to do anything for me. That would be nice if they did help me, because they are my family, but they don't, and it is what it is. I've gotten over that fact. But sometimes I do get in my feelings and I might talk about it a little bit. Like, I can't believe them. And I can't. But, things, what goes around comes around. I'm homeless now. And when I get myself situated, it's going to be somebody in my family that may be suffering from homelessness and need a place to stay. And guess what I'm going to do? Guess what I'm going to do? I said, oh, remember the time when I was homeless out here looking? Remember when I was homeless and all y'all turned your back on me? Yeah. Some of these people in my family call themselves Christians, and they turn their back on me. And that's a messed up feeling. It's a messed up feeling. And when the trolls come in and they tease me and say stuff, I'm like, girl, please. I have a place that I sleep at every night. I'm pretty safe. It's warm. My bed is okay. It's not the best, but I'm in a shelter and I'm grateful to be there. Like, you know what I mean? I'm getting dragged in the comments from these idiot trolls, but that's okay. Like, I'm not running away. They're not going to make me run somewhere and go cry under a Christmas tree. Like, oh my God, the trolls are talking. I can't take it. Like, girl, bye. I'm making more content. We're making more. Y'all pushing me to do more, honey. They pushing me to do more. They're pushing me to produce more, baby. They're pushing me to do more. It's a lot of things behind the scenes that I go through that I don't share. I don't share all my business on this platform because, they drag you anyway. But when them trolls come in, honey, you got to know how to duck them bullets. You got to know how to fight. You got to know how to punch back. You got to know how to fight back, baby. I'm putting on my blush, y'all. I love me some blush. I love me some blush. Yes. One of the customers came in the store yesterday, was like, oh my God, I like your makeup. I'm like, thank you. And I'm not even really a heavy makeup person. My makeup is pretty light. But I work in corporate America, so I try to pull myself together. In corporate America, you don't want nobody to know you're homeless there, because once the word get out, everybody gossiping and talking. And even if somebody at my job found out, I really don't care. If somebody is not doing anything to help and assist me in any way, I don't care how you feel about me. Nobody's stepping in to assist me. And I'm not saying that they have to. I'm not having like a cocky attitude, like, you supposed to help me. No, like, this is my life, right? And so I got to get myself out the mud. And I'm okay with getting myself out the mud. I'm okay with it. I'm really okay with getting myself out of the mud. I'm not blaming nothing on nobody. I took full responsibility of actions that I took in my life to even get in situations that I'm in right now. I'm not blaming this on nobody. This is my life. I just come on social media to share. You come on social media to share, and you're going to get dragged in. They're going to drag you anyway. And thank God I'm a strong, powerful woman. Thank God I don't run away from a fight. I mean, come on. But they was dragging me yesterday for filth. But that's what social media does. When you come on social media, man, you got to have some tough. You got to have some tough skin. You got to have some tough skin. Because if you don't have any tough skin, honey, they going to get you. You going to be sitting here deleting videos left and right. Like, listen, I ain't deleting nothing. I don't care what y'all think. Think what you wanna. You're not making me go anywhere. I'm not going to be running in the corner crying like a baby. Like, what? Let's what you got to say? Let me respond back to that comment. And some comments I don't even really respond back to. I really love your energy. It's pure. Thank you, Regina. Thank you. You are busting loose into your purpose. Amen. I believe that. Yeah. I'm going to be all right, man. Some days I'm not always so upbeat and stuff like that. But for the most part, like, listen, I accept responsibility for my actions. And people say, just because I tell my story, like, I'm blaming someone for it. Oh, you're not a victim. No one said I was a victim, honey. If you go look at my videos, go look at the history of my videos and see where I started at. See some of my earlier videos months ago. Man, I was in a broken place. I wanted to run my car into a building and be done with life. But then I'm like, nah, if I run my car into a brick wall, I might survive that. And then I'll be a vegetable. And I'm like, I'm not saying I would do it, but I'm not going to lie that the enemy had it in my head. Like, listen, you don't have to go through this. You know, the devil will get into your mind and say, well, if you just end it all, go jump off that bridge or jump into that thing of water and drown yourself, you don't have to worry. You don't have to deal with this pain anymore. That's what the enemy wants us to believe. And that's why a lot of people are out here like unaliving themselves every day, because they're believing the noise that's in their head. I have the noise in my head sometimes too, but guess what? Never going to happen. Better days are coming. It's always a brighter day tomorrow. You know, but when I was going through the pain, when I was in the gist of it, when I was in the gist of this pain, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I wanted to off myself because it hurt so bad, you know? And it's things that I go through that I don't even talk about on social media, like things that I go through with my family, hurt and pain I have there. I don't speak about that. On here, I just speak about my homeless journey and what I'm doing to get out of this, right? So I don't tell all my business now. And you can't, because on social media, if you tell certain things, they're going to drag you anyway. They dragging me, and I'm just telling my story about me living in a homeless shelter, but I get dragged too, baby. And if I share some of my other stuff that's going on with social media, they're going to start picking that apart, dragging me with that. They trying to find out, do I got kids or not? How many kids I got? What state you in? What kind of job you do? None of your business. I just strictly talk about homelessness. You got any questions about the homeless shelter? Let's go. But thank God I'm a strong and powerful woman, man. Thank God God keeps me on my toes. Because if I didn't believe in God, like God got me through this. If I didn't believe in Jesus Christ, man, where would I be? Somewhere in the graveyard. Somewhere laying in the graveyard. Because I didn't, I believe in myself and I know I'm going to get through this, right? It doesn't matter how cold it gets out here. And it gets cold and it gets lonely, right? It gets very lonely. This journey is not, I'm on this path and I'm alone on this path, but that's where I'm supposed to be, alone on this path. Because brighter days are coming. Brighter days. One day I'm going to show y'all. I'm like, look, I got the key to my house, or the key to my trailer, or even the key back to an extended stay hotel room. So what? An extended stay is still going to be home until I'm able to touch base with the home, an apartment or something like that. So, man, I don't have any fear, no shame. I'm not ashamed. I don't have fear. I don't have the spirit of fear in my bones, and we're going to be okay. And thank God I made a lot of friends, a lot of people on social media that support me, support my journey, support what I'm doing. They see the light in my eyes. People send me cash apps, man, for no reason, just because they know I'm genuine. I never asked for it. And I definitely trust the process for sure. How you doing? Good morning to everybody in the chat. If you guys are new here, I'm just talking. I'm just chopping it up before I go clock into work. And I do have a full-time job. Because, the trolls say I don't even have that. But, nor here nor there. I still, I have responsibilities in life. And I still get up and go to work every single day. Even in the homeless shelter. You can still work a job. And, I have a car. And thank God for that. Because some people don't have cars. Being out here in this being homeless. Some people don't even have a car. And that sucks when you don't have a car and you got to get around. It makes it even harder. But thank God. Thank God. God has been keeping me from flipping out on people and, wanting to walk out of my job. There's plenty of things at my job I battle with. I battle with bullying there. But I can't handle bullying at work the way I handle bullying on social media. On social media, I could, bully you back or, defend myself. At work. You can't go about certain things in that kind of way. But I've been bullied at my job, so many things I went through and so many times I wanted to give up and just like run my car into a brick wall. But God is the only thing that keep in my head, like keep going, and keep going. So I trust the process and I know that I'm going to come out of this regardless. This is just a moment in my life. See, ma'am, you are already ahead of the game. You have more than others. Thank God. Thank God I have a car. I have a job. It might not even be paying me enough. Yeah, I need a second job. But the job that I have now, I'm grateful to get that little bit of money I get every week. I'm grateful for that because some people don't even get that. You got this and got you. Thank you. He sure does. It's in a moment. Yep. This too shall pass. And it sure will. And I thank you. I thank you for the people that come here. Black, white. It doesn't matter what race or color you are. The encouragement that I get from people it brings me to tears sometimes. The love, the support. I mean, people sent me cash apps for nothing. I just sent you a cash app, and $5, $1, $10, $50. I get cash apps. I wake up every week to cash apps in my account. Just people showing me love, like people pouring into me. I don't even ask for it. I don't ask for it. People see where the light is shining on me. They see it. They know it. They know the genuineness that I carry. And they're like, they believe in me. And I trust the process. And I know that it's not going to be forever. I've been in this for a long time. It's been 2 years. This January will be my 2-year homeless anniversary. And 2026 is going to be my year, because 2026 is the year that I know I'm going to come out of this. Yeah, thank you. BP1, how you doing? I'm definitely determined. I can't give up, man. I got other things in life that I'm responsible for. I don't talk about it, but I'm responsible for other things that I have to fix this. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to allow the pressure in life and trolls come here and try to, throw me off my game. We're not going to have anybody in my head trying to say, oh, you're a piece of crap. Oh, you're a loser. Oh, you're this. That's what people are going to say. And that's what people say about me. But guess what? I don't care. I still share my journey. I still share the love of Christ, the love that I feel in my heart, because I know that God got me, man. It doesn't matter what people think or say or feel about me. I know that God loves me. He loves me. And that's it. Yep, speaking into existence. Good morning. Hey, Danny. Not renting space for free in your head. Yeah, I come back with the trolls. Like, I do respond to the trolls and stuff like that, because sometimes I just want to have a good time. I have a little, have a little fun with the trolls. Let them say what they want, because it's really not getting to me. I'm not a weak person. I'm not a weak woman. I don't suffer from like low self-esteem in that way. So let's have at it. Let's have a little fun here. Homeless in the car with a job is not all that bad. Yeah. And other homeless people are worse off without one. Yeah. It's just, everybody has their own thing that they're going through. I stayed in my car a few times, especially when it got cold. I didn't like the feeling. But I don't like the shelter either. I would rather stay in my car. Like, if it was summertime, I probably could stay in my car and be fine. But for the simple fact that it's cold and I can't stand being cold, I have to stay in the shelter. And some people come here and say things like, well, if you're gonna complain about the shelter, why not just leave? Leave where? And leave and go where? I have nowhere else to go, so I have to stay there. But I still have a right to talk about things in the shelter that I see that I think is wrong, and things that I feel like need to change. Because if I ever come into some money, I'm definitely going to be like some money. I would love to open up a shelter and run it. Like, I may not run it myself. I'm going to hire staff to run it for me, but I'm definitely going to be dealing with the shelter very closely, because the things that I see now in these shelters with the staff members that they hire and the people that just don't care is diabolical. And I said, these shelters, I mean, this is my second shelter that I've been in, and the staff members, they're terrible. They don't care. They give you attitude. They talk down to you, all types of stuff. I would open up a shelter, and I would definitely run my staff members, and we're going to be professional about this. Need help. They lost their house, they lost their wife, they lost their husband, they lost everything. And when someone needs shelter, we're vulnerable people, man. Because we don't have our own. We don't have that house. We don't have that apartment. Good morning. How you doing? Enjoying it. Thank you. Your content helped me to watch how I treat others. Thank you. I appreciate it. Now listen, y'all. I'm not perfect now. Sometimes you may see me come on here. I get mad. I may say a curse word here and there. I ain't perfect. But I have love in my heart for people. Like, I would help anybody if I could, So I'm not no perfect person. I'm not like cookie cutter. People say, oh, I thought you were a Christian and you're acting like that. You think a Christian person can't get mad, can't get angry, can't blow off steam? Like, we're not supposed to like react to people attacking us? Like, I'm not turning the other cheek. I don't turn the other cheek. I react. And I'm not getting into this whole talk about Christianity and all this stuff. I know God. God is in my heart. I carry him everywhere I go, and I'm a believer in Christ. But when you bark up my tree, I'm going to bark back. So, and I don't bark back all the time. When I have time on my hands, and I probably want to have a little fun with these idiot trolls that find me and talk about my journey when they've never been homeless in their life. What do you know? Have you ever been homeless? Do you have anything that you can offer me? Like, I come on here and talk about it because people can share, like, they can share their journey too and say, hey, I've been there before. I did this and I did that. Like, come on now. I have the balls enough to share my story But some people don't have the balls to even say that they're homeless because they're embarrassed about it. They're embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed about my journey. This is my journey. This is my story. This is my life right now. And have at it. But this is this kind of world we live in. We live in a very disrespectful world. People don't care about you. People be wanting you to hurt yourself. They want you to harm yourself out here. Hey lady, how are you? Good. God's will be done. I like your name. Yeah, I'm human. Yeah, I would love to, Rhonda, man. If I come into something, maybe I win a lottery. We never know where my finances could take me. You never know my soap business could take off in a way, and I'm just shocked. I'm gonna open up something. I'm gonna open up something because I've been here. I've been on the ground. I know what it's like, man. I don't know what it's like to sleep on the sidewalk. I don't know what that's like. I don't know what it's like to be out here in these streets and not have a car and, not have. But I know what it's like to be homeless, and I know what it feels like to be, looked down. Because most people would see me and they wouldn't think I'm homeless. They probably think at work, oh, I go home to a house every day, and I don't. I don't. I wish I did, go home to my own space and go home. But one day I will be. One day I'll get back. One day that'll be back. I'll be back to it. One day my life will be back to normal. Right now it's a little chaotic, and that's okay. That is definitely okay. Because I'm not bothering nobody. I'm not hurting nobody. God is good, man. God is good. And I'm glad even with my journey, with this homeless journey, I got myself back in the church. I go to my church. I've been going back to my church on Sundays, like trying to get myself, back in affiliated with the church home. And I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying, y'all. Trying to get myself back together. I'm not trying. I am. I actually am getting myself back together. And I'm doing an amazing job. I'm doing a very good job at. Let me see. I'm at work and I don't see anybody here to open this place up. Speak positive. What happened for you? Amen. I agree. I speak positivity over my life every single day. Every single day. I know that God gonna fix it. God got me covered. But I also need to do the work myself, and I'm doing that. I'm not asking God to do anything that I'm not actively working on myself. We can't ask God for things that we're not working towards ourselves. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't work. I can't ask God for, oh God, I need housing, I need apartment, I need this. When I'm not actively trying to work on getting it myself, I'm not working, I'm not having a job, I'm not working towards it. I'm doing a lot to get towards the things that I need. God is not going to just drop an apartment out of the sky. Now, when I'm doing the work myself, God can bring people into my life that can help me get to that place a little bit easier. Like he could send a real estate person, somebody that can help me get that loan, somebody that can help me find something a little bit easier. He can make the pathway easier for me. But I still need to do the work. We can't ask God for things and think that God is just going to lay it in our lap because that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. He can make my pathway a little bit easier, a little bit lighter. He can send people into my life to make things easier for me. That's what God can do. God does what he wants. I know it's not God that's causing this. I know. I know it's people. It's human. I was once homeless and living in a shelter both in South Carolina and New York City. I know how it is. Yeah, girl, it's a mess. And now I'm in a shelter with other women, and I'm mixed in with mothers. So can you imagine how that is? You know what I'm saying? I'm mixed in a shelter with mommies. And it sucks. But there's nothing I can do about it. I got to keep going. And I do talk about it. Yeah, I talk about my experience in there with these mothers. And it's not the best experience. But a shelter is not there to make me comfortable, to make me feel comfortable or anything like that. I should feel safe. I shouldn't feel like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of those mothers that's doing the stuff that they're doing, they shouldn't be doing it. But who am I? You know what I'm saying? I don't complain because I don't want them to be like, somebody in the shelter might have a family member in there. It might be a girl in that shelter that could be related to the staff member, and I go complain to the staff member about, excuse me. I go complain to the staff member about something, and now I'm under attack. You know what I'm saying? So I keep my mouth shut because I don't know who knows who there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who's related to who. I don't know who knows who. So I shut up and mind my business. That's what I do. I shut up and I mind my business. Yeah, they are businesses for sure. They definitely are businesses. But I'm just saying that the staff math more like caring and a little bit more caring towards people. Caring, respectful, but those they hate their life because they're probably underpaid. So they're pissed off. So they treat us like crap. So they're like, I need more money for this. So they don't really be looking into things. So I don't complain to them. What they gonna do to me? I don't complain. They're not gonna do anything to help my situation. They'll just look at me as like I'll be the troublemaker. They're like, oh, she's trouble. All she do is complain and talk about, the shelter. If you don't like it, don't be here. So that's the attitude that they would give us if I start complaining about. Because there's a lot of things I can complain about, but I learned to not complain because they're not listening to me. They just gonna look at me as the drama queen and who she thinks she is. She homeless and don't have nothing. So what am I gonna go to a staff member and cry about the lady left a diaper on the floor for? I'll just come to YouTube and talk about it there. Every morning I get my daily dose of your talking. I know people are saying I'm ranting right now, but I have to put this on timeout for a minute because I gotta go into the job, clock in, and then I'm coming right back out. Okay, so hold on. All right, you guys, I'm back. I have to go to the bank, drop this. I got to do a bank drop. Dropping the money off from my job to the bank. So I see somebody said at the one in Queens, New York, I got scared when they called my name to sign papers and get a Metro card. Wow. And he said to sign your life away, and I never forgot that. Wow. Oh, YouTube is recommending me, huh? I guess since I've been really putting forth the effort and like coming out here and doing my YouTube stuff every day and talking about my homeless journey, my life, people come here. A lot of people come here and say I'm homeless too, or I live in my car, or so. Yeah, I had to turn off the volume because I was at work and they got music playing in there. I work in corporate America, so I had to go in there and and now I have to go to the bank. So I was going to go to the bank yesterday, but I didn't realize yesterday was a holiday. So I went to the bank yesterday, and of course the bank doors were locked, so I couldn't go, but I gotta go today, which is fine. One thing I don't mind doing is working. Why people are so insensitive to homeless people. They don't care. Like, nobody cares about us. We're like, homeless people are treated so horribly in society. Get treated the worst. The ones that are actually out there in the streets homeless, they're the ones that get treated the worst. And they're some of the nicest people. Like, I was having a conversation in the summertime with this homeless guy that I noticed that he was around in the area. Like, he's a homeless person, but he's like a local homeless. So he's like, I think a lot of people in the neighborhood know him. So I sat down one time in the summertime and I had a conversation with him. I gave him a water. I went into the Dollar Tree and bought him a soda or something. And he was like one of those homeless people that would live in the streets. You could tell that he don't get showers too often, and he's okay being homeless in the streets. And you could tell because he looks like he hasn't had a shower. He looks, so a lot of people in society, they walk past him, they be looking like, ooh, ooh, they walk past him, they scared. So when I was out there talking to him in the summertime, people were looking at me like, what's wrong with her talking to him? Like, why are you talking to that homeless man? Look at him. He looks disheveled. The stores kick him out, and it's just sad, man, the way people are treated in society. And I talked to the guy. He was like, thanks for talking to me. I was like, no problem. I'm not that type of person, man. He was like, thanks for talking to me, because people usually just walk on by me like I'm some kind of alien. I said, I know how people treat you, man. I know how they treat you. Just because you're homeless, they don't know what his journey is. He could be a homeless veteran, fought for the country, and people treat you like garbage. Like, it's sad out here. It's really sad. But the world is so evil and people are so cruel that nobody cares, you know what I'm saying? Especially if their life is okay. Like, they got their house, they got 2, 3 cars, and they think that their life is perfect and everything is set up. But you don't know, from day to day, you could lose all of that in like 5 seconds. Like, anything can happen where you could lose what you think that you hold dear, your house, your car. Do you know what it is like to really, really struggle? Like, this is the hardest struggle that I've been through in my life. I don't even know what it's like to starve. I never starved before. Thank God. I don't know what that feels like. But I know what it is to not have your own space and to wish that you could have your own place, like an apartment, like a home to go to. I miss that. And I guarantee you, when I get that back, because it's going to happen, I will never lose that again. Because I see how cold the world is. I see how cold my family treats me. Your own family will treat you like you're an alien when you lose stuff. You ain't living with me. I'm not gonna. You can't come here. We doing good over here. We don't need you in here. Disrupting our family. So people have their own thoughts, and a lot of the thoughts that they think not only comes from strangers, it comes from people that are close to you, your brothers, your sisters, the people you think should have your back, and they really don't when you're really in a struggle. So for the people that have family and they have love and they have that support system, you are very lucky, because most of us don't. I am out here by myself. The most support I get is support that I get from people on YouTube who talk to me every day. When I get lonely or whatever, I'm feeling whatever, I feel lonely, I just want to talk to somebody. So I go on YouTube and talk to y'all. It happens. I suffer from loneliness. Yeah, I'm not afraid to say that. But I'm not lonely to the point where I'm just gonna go find me any old man to, do whatever with. I'm not lonely in that fact, but it does get very lonely out here in the streets. And I don't even feel lonely every day. But sometimes the loneliness does set in, and I have to get up and, like, take a hike or something, or I turn on YouTube to just talk to people. But I'm not lonely. I don't feel loneliness every single day. It's not like crippling that way. People be so fast to these people be so much in a rush out here to really go nowhere. This person got like this big turkey in front of their yard. That is so cute. How's everybody doing? Good morning. People forgot about the veterans. Yeah, the veterans are out there. I see people out here homeless in wheelchairs. Like, I just think a human being should have shelter. That's something that we need. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't have to. I mean, I guess we have to pay for it because we have to upkeep it. But I think, like, even if you get evicted, I don't care. As long as you have the money to get into a place and you have the money to be able to afford it, you should always have access to housing, man. That should be something that humans should be having access to because we could die. You could die in the streets in the wintertime. Like, you could lose your life out here because it's so cold. You could freeze to death. But nobody cares about that. I ride in these nice neighborhoods because where my job is, it's in a nice upper class neighborhood. So I look at all these beautiful homes and I be like, damn, you got space for me? You got a closet I can stay in? I look at all these beautiful homes and everything. And one day this could be me. You know what I'm saying? But I always keep my heart open and say, that could be me one day. That could be me one day. You know what I'm saying? It's not all over for me. It's not over yet. I just have to start my life over. And I say I'm like almost at mid stage in my life. I'm in my 40s. So I'm getting older. And I'm just like, dang, I screwed up. And I feel like I have to reboot and start my life over again because, I feel like I'm almost middle age and I have to start my life again. And it sucks. That's a sucky feeling to have. But it's some people starting their life again at 60. It's some people starting their life again at 70. I feel like I was at rock bottom and I got to start over again. And that sucks too, but I'm excited about the reboot and the restart because I know I'll never be in this situation again. I'll never ever lose again like this because I'm gonna do everything I can do to keep what I have, to keep my apartment, keep my house. And it's so hard because everything's so expensive to even try to keep something. Like it's hard, but I don't give up that I can do it. Like it's possible. People say every day, "Oh, how can you afford this? How can you afford that?" I guess I gotta work 7 days a week. Hustle a business too on top of that. It sucks, but I don't have a choice. What we gonna do? Lay down and die? I don't have a choice but to keep going, keep hustling, keep looking for ways to make money. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going, baby, and that's what you gotta do too. Regardless of what we going through, let's keep moving. You know. I'm. Oh Jesus, what is going on in my life? I gotta get back to what I know. Probably could do it that way, but we're not gonna even risk that. Sorry, y'all. I had to take a phone call. Sorry, y'all. I got other things going on in my life, things that I need to do, things that I need to take care of. It's always something happening, man. But God is good nonetheless. It feels like snow. I was telling the guy at my job, I'm like, oh my God, it feels like it's gonna snow out here. Feels like snow. Feels like snow. Smells like snow. Ooh. How's everybody doing this morning? To all the new people, welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to all the new people. I'm gonna turn here. Welcome to all the new folks that join my channel. I thank you. I'm here pretty much every day. I'm always like doing a live stream and stuff. I'm always trying to connect with my viewers and the subscribers. I'm always here every day. So I didn't do a live stream this morning like I normally do, but I'm here now and I had some extra time and I was like, well, let me do a live now. Try to get it out of the way. I try to do 2 live streams a day for like an hour depending on what I got going on. Sometimes I'll do it like on my way home from work. I'll do a live stream to just connect. I'm connecting with a lot of other people who say that they're homeless. Oh, I'm homeless too, or I live in my car, or one guy was telling me, I don't know if it was a guy or a female, but she said that she was homeless and she was in the streets homeless. She didn't have a car or anything. And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you're going through that. I know that is tough and that is a hard thing. But God will get you through every day. You just got to keep putting one foot in front of the other. That's all we can do. One foot in front of the other and keep going. Put one foot in front of the other and don't let people discourage you. You know what I mean? We're not letting people discourage us and put us. We're going to continue to keep fighting. We are going to continue to keep fighting. I got my new place 9 months ago. Good. Were you homeless too? It was a good place in Wakefield's Bronx. Okay. Were you homeless at one time? God'll keep you happy. Amen. Yeah, I suffer from loneliness and all types of stuff out here I suffer from, but I keep going, man. I ain't giving up. I shall not give up. We're gonna keep on fighting a good fight. Cause better days are ahead, man. Better days are coming. Better days are upon us, and better days are gonna find us, and better days are coming. Almost 14 months in Minnesota. Grateful for my van warming blanket. Are you living van life too, huh? Oh wow, everybody's finding me. I gotta go into this bank real quick. I might put this on pause. Alright, you guys, I was at the bank, so I couldn't record in there. Well, with the live stream and everything, they have music playing, so I couldn't, keep that on there. But, well, I see BP1. I see you're homeless for 14 months in Minnesota. Ooh, it's cold in Minnesota, isn't it? Great for my van warming blanket. Power pack. Yeah. What kind of power pack do you use for to run your blanket? So I have a little small Yeti, not a Yeti, but I have a what is this thing called? I have a Jackery. I have a mini Jackery, and thank God I wasn't, I could stay in my car. Like if I had to stay in my car and had no choice, I would stay in my car. But I have a choice to stay in the shelter, so I choose to stay there. But if anything ever happened, like for some reason I couldn't stay in the shelter or something, I would have to sacrifice to stay in my car and I get a heated blanket. I mean, it would be so uncomfortable for me. But if I needed to stay in my car, I would if I had to. But since right now I really don't have to, I'd rather stay in the shelter, even though it's a lot of stuff going on in there. I just do what I have to do to get, better days. I do what I have to do to get what I need to get. No, I don't want to stay in my car ever. But in the summertime, I didn't mind staying in my car. But it's not summertime anymore, so summertime have came and went. I'm gonna go to shop. I'm gonna go to McDonald's and get one of my famous hash browns. They're my favorite. Eco River 2. Okay. Okay. So that runs the blanket. How long does it stay charged? Something like that. You have to charge that for like to get the full battery. Because I have a little Jackery, and my Jackery takes like if it was on flat, if it was like no battery life in my Jackery, I would have to charge my Jackery probably like 8 hours to get it full back to 100. And I have a mini Jackery, like it's a small little baby Jackery, so it's cute, but it wouldn't. I don't think I can charge like a blanket because it won't like if I plug in the iron clothes. I can't do that with my iron because I guess it doesn't have enough watts or whatever in it. So, but I want to get me a bigger battery pack. I want to get a bigger one. That way I could do like, I could probably run a fan on a bigger one. I mean, I could probably run a fan on the one I have now, but I don't really know. But I'm going to McDonald's and get me 2 hash browns. That's what I normally get at McDonald's. Shoot, I might even get me a coffee and just put I got creamer at work because I don't feel like making coffee today. I do have coffee at work, but. Hi, how can I help you? Can I have 2 hash browns, please? 2 hash browns? And small coffee as well. Hot coffee black? Yes. Anything else? No, that's it. 488. Okay, thank you. Wow, your coffee is only 79 cents. Oh, wow. That's cheap. All right. The coffee was fairly cheap, y'all. Sorry I got that thing in the way, but I can't worry about that right now, right? I always get like 2 hash browns, y'all. I don't want people to think I'm recording them, so. Good morning. How you doing? I'm gonna get rid of this. Get rid of this. Thank you. I don't know why that thing is in my way. I got my coffee black because I have creamer at work that I could utilize that. Utilize that. I'm not even done with my hair, getting my hair together, y'all. I look a mess, I know. That's okay. That's okay if I look a mess, right? Good morning. How you doing? Can I have some ketchup? Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I have so much crap. If y'all saw my car, I'd be so embarrassed, y'all. But I be trying, man. I really be trying to organize my car somewhat. I really be trying. Who they hiring at McDonald's? Maybe I'll get a job here. McDonald's is hiring. Maybe I'll get a job here. What y'all think? Should I, could I, would I? Should I, could I, would I? Maybe I'll get a job at McDonald's. I don't have no shame. I'm not ashamed. I can stay at McDonald's until I find something better. I can stay there until I find something better. Yo, Wawa coffee is like 79 cents. What? I better start getting it from there. How much was it? No, I got two hash browns. Two hash browns are like five something. Wow. That's expensive. So let me see how much this coffee was. Let me see. Coffee at Wawa is cheap. Way cheaper than Wawa. Oh my God. Let's see. Hash brown. Yeah, the small coffee was 79 cents. 79 cents for a small coffee at McDonald's, girl. I could get 79 cents off the bottom of my floor in the car with change everywhere. So I'm like, oh my. Yeah, I can get 79 cents from anywhere, but 79 cents for the small coffee, and this is what it looks like, and this is fine for me. Well, McDonald's coffee ain't bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. So if I probably got a large, it would probably be like a dollar something. That's not bad either. Because the coffee I get from Wawa, I get a 16-ounce coffee from Wawa, and that's $2.55 from Wawa. And we know why Wawa's coffee could be a little bit more expensive because Wawa is like a store, like Wawa is like a grab and go type of store. So of course they're gonna hike the prices up. Even a banana. One time I got a banana at Wawa. Guess how much the banana cost me? $1 for a banana at Wawa. I was like, never again. Never again. Never again. I said, never again will I come here to get a banana. I will definitely go to the grocery store and get my bananas. Because I can get like four bananas at ShopRite for like maybe a little bit over a dollar for four bananas. Like, are you kidding me? Is this a joke? I looked at that lady like, this banana is really a dollar? She was like, yeah, this is Wawa. So, you know, the stop and go places, they're going to have their prices hiked up or whatever. But I'm on my way back to the job and I'm already clocked in, but it's my gym bag. You know, I live like a real homeless person. I live like a real hobo, and I'm sick of it. I need a place. I need my own apartment. I can't wait. I'm gonna be so happy when I get that. You look beautiful. Oh, thank you. You bring home 500 a week at McDonald's. My son worked there. I might have to sign up for McDonald's, honey. I might have to sign up to work there for a while until I can get me in the door somewhere. I don't want to work a second job though. I don't want to work a second job, but I need to. You know what I mean? This is the only way that I'm going to get out of my situation. And I'll probably end up going to like an extended stay because like an apartment, you know, you got to have all that money to get in and all that stuff. And they have programs out here that can help me. So I'm going to see what my options are. You know what I'm saying? But shoot, I might have to go to. I don't have no shame working at McDonald's. I ain't gonna have no shame. Y'all feel that's what you feel, but I'm making money, so it doesn't matter if I'm working McDonald's, Burger King, wherever. I worked in Burger King before, and I actually like working at Burger King. I remember I worked at McDonald's when I was younger, like in my 20s. That was like my first job or second or third job. But I got fired because the drawer was short, the money was short. But that was my first job. I didn't enjoy McDonald's. I liked working at Burger King better. I don't know why. I like Burger King better. Because I used to be back there like making the burgers, and then sometimes they would have me on the cash register. Like I didn't mind fast food. I was younger then, and I think I stopped working in fast food. I think I was in my 30s when I stopped working at Burger King. That's when I stopped working at fast food altogether. No, fast food is not the place that, you know, when you're in your 40s that you want to be at. But if it's a second job and I can bring in some money, I'm going to do what I have to do to get what I need to get. So I'm not going to have no shame in my game. But the only thing about working in fast food is you're going to work around a whole bunch of like young kids. Like kids are in high school, kids are 20 years old living at home with their parents. So when you're an older person working in jobs like that, you're going to work around a whole lot of young people. But who knows? I'm advocating on Indeed, so I'm still working that. I'm gonna go back on Indeed today and see, you know, did my application? Nobody called me, so some of these jobs we have to actually call back ourselves. Like we have to reach out to these businesses and work it ourselves, work it our way. But they say they're hiring and they don't even call you, nothing. You don't get an interview. Oh, we're urgently hiring, and then you find out that that was a lie. So I'm like, come on, are y'all hiring or no? But it's a struggle out here. But sometimes we're going to have to take a job that we necessarily don't want to work. And you might have to do a cleaning job. I might have to go clean houses. Do I want to? No. Do I want to clean houses? No. Do I want to work in fast food? Absolutely not. But if it puts money in my pocket and it could better my situation, I'm going to be willing to do whatever. I'm not saying willing to do whatever because I'm not willing to do whatever, but I'm willing to do whatever as far as it's like a legal job. I'm willing to do whatever I got to do to get that. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I can't work in there. Like, I'm going to do what I got to do. I need money. The money that I'm bringing in is not enough. So, yeah, it's not enough. We need more. We need more where that came from. And my job, they don't give out overtime and stuff like that. And when they give out overtime, they try to take it back because they're cheap. These businesses are cheap. They don't want to give out overtime. And when they give you overtime and you make too much overtime, you making too much money, they start pulling back. The jobs don't want to really pay you for that. They try to act funny, like, oh, can you come in a little bit later next week? No, I'm not coming in later. I want to come in on my regular time. Like, don't try to use me when someone calls out saying, hey, can you stay? Oh, thank you for doing a double shift. Thank you. But then next week they'll try to tell you, oh, when you come in on Monday, come in 4 hours late because they don't want to pay me the overtime. And I say, you know what? You got to stop. Stop being nice to these jobs. And I tell these young girls all the time, I say, y'all better stop being so nice and saying yes to these managers every time they ask you something, because you do something for them, they'll turn around and try to take your hours away from you. That way you don't see overtime. Can you come in late next week? No, I can't come in late next week. When I got hired, you hired me for a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. So let's not try to cut me because I did something for you and did an overtime shift when the managers are supposed to be the ones that do that. I don't be playing with these supervisors, man. Because they're not going to play in my face because we got bills to pay. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to play. I'm not going to play in my face. But I'm excited I got hash browns. I love me a McDonald's hash brown, honey. I put some ketchup on it. I hope this job today, they better not be on my nerves because I'm going to be pissed off. I'm going to have a bad day if they get on my freaking nerves today. And it's not even the customers, honestly. It's the people that you got to work with. You know what I mean? It's the people that you have to work with, the ones that really be on your last nerve, child. What's today, Wednesday? Okay, I got a couple days left. I think they're having like a Veterans Day sale, so it's going to be people coming in looking for discounts. And I need my coffee. I need my coffee, y'all. I need the coffee. I need my coffee. I love coffee, though. I love it. I love the taste of it, you know? I need my coffee. I need my coffee. I need my coffee. Sorry, y'all. I gotta do something. Sorry, I had to disguise my situation. I don't want nobody to dox me. Doxing is something that happened on social media. People be getting doxed left and right, and I'm like, you ain't doxing me, baby. I stay below the radar. I gotta find me a shirt to wear. I don't have a blouse or anything to wear to work today. One of my supervisors is out sick. I hope he okay. They said he was really sick. I'm like, what is going on with you, man? And he's like a healthy guy. He's like he's like one of those guys that stay in the gym, and I don't know what he does. I don't know if he does yoga, but he's always in shape. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Most of the time, I feel like a homeless person. I feel like a homeless person because I feel like I look like one most of the time. Do you drink McDonald's coffee? Yeah, I drink McDonald's coffee in the past, but this is the first time I had McDonald's coffee in a while. I normally get coffee from like Wawa or I make it myself. But since I don't feel like going to the job today, like making my own coffee at work, I just bought it because it was only 79 cents. The coffee was super cheap, so I might as well do it, right? Might as well get it if it's cheap, and I don't have to worry about going into the back office to make coffee. I didn't have to worry about that. trying to find me a top to wear to work today. I don't know what I probably just wear the. My top be so freaking wrinkled because I don't have access to an iron, y'all. Oh my god, my life be all over the place. Child, my life be all over the place. All over the place. But I'm gonna go, y'all, because I'm about to get into this job and I gotta go turn this camera off before I get myself in trouble. Get all my stuff out the car, make sure I get my coffee. I will talk to you guys later. I get off at 5, so I'll probably do a live stream later this afternoon. Hopefully. So I'll talk to you guys soon. The cam is on now, yes. Y'all like to see my face. I know some people like to see who they're talking to, right? But I'll talk to you guys later. I get off at 5, so I will be live streaming this afternoon at some point. So you guys have an awesome day. Bye.